Welcome to another episode of The Unknown with Caleb and Anson. Today we are talking about our NAB plans.
Oh,
Uh,
you have
for
plans?
those of us that are regulars, or we are regulars, but for those that are regulars,
Okay.
we don't normally talk about gear. When we do, we try to bring in our normal YouTube audience.
Hmm.
I don't know about you, Caleb, but I don't plan on making anything this week. So,
Yeah, I
um,
I was gonna try today, but it definitely did not happen with some of the meetings that I had, and then I tried making a studio LUT today as well
ooh,
because that was on my to-do list, and I'm using it right now. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think about this new studio LUT. We'll see. I'm
I
not
think it
totally
looks
sure.
good.
I'm not like set. It's not set in stone. I'm just playing around with some
I've got
things.
some
So
weird colors going on right now as well, but I
you got
can't
you
say
got
it's
some real
good.
faded blacks right now, for sure.
It's very 2017, I'll tell you that.
Yes. Oh,
Very like
good.
Pete McKinnon
The peak, the peak of YouTube.
back in the day. Back in the day. So yeah, Caleb, what do you before we get into it, what have you been up to this week?
This week, let's see. Just been making other people's content mostly.
That's
People have
fair.
been coming into the studio, and it's been a full week. And then the last 2 days here, it's still full. So yeah, it's good.
Dude, that's a good problem to have for
Yeah,
sure.
totally
For
is.
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Trying to
pumped about it. So, it does not necessarily leave a lot of time for me to make my own videos though. Like
yeah,
it's been
I'd
pretty
imagine not so.
sporadic after Christmas. Been pretty sporadic, getting videos up on the channel and everything. So,
That's
um,
fair.
at some point we're gonna get back into a good rhythm. It's just
Dude,
not yet.
I feel like I for a while there was, oh, good evening.
Good evening, David.
Um Good evening, David. I feel like for a while there I was cranking out content and like I kind of forgot that I was and gave myself a little bit of time off and then like this week we have a big project coming up. We're filming for a local town, like a sub town thing neighborhood that's getting developed.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so drone, everything, like it's the whole nine. And so I've been a little stressed out for that this week. Um, and so yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna give myself a break.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you need to do that. Anson, check this out. This is a super sticker.
Oh, what?
Look at this.
That is amazing.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, David. That is too kind.
I
Too
don't
kind.
exactly know what you're talking about in that, David, but amazing. We appreciate that.
Uh, hello, hello. Okay,
Well, hello,
so
David.
one of the things that we are talking about,
So,
we'll get into it in just a minute, but one of the things we are talking about is our NAB plans. And so if you're
thank you.
joining the stream and you're going to NAB, let us know what you're most excited about seeing.
Mm,
And we'll kind of get into some of the things that we're kind of planning on doing, what we're excited about seeing and things like that. Um so yeah, it's crazy, but yes, life of a content creator is fun
Oh yeah.
slash creative in general.
Yeah, it
So,
totally is. What are some wins other than your, doing that project?
so yeah, the project is probably one of the bigger ones. It's kind of a backwards win. I had something happen last week where I'm like, okay, this is going to push me into a new direction.
Okay.
We found out at the end of this month, my company is basically laying off like half of our company, and I'm one
Oh,
of those.
oh my man.
Which
I know
people don't necessarily look at that and be like, yay. But
yeah, right.
like, this was something I had been considering doing freelance for a while. And so I've determined that it'll probably be my full-time gig until I find a new 9 to 5. So
Yeah,
I'm,
I know that we were kind of texting back and forth about some of this stuff,
yeah,
with
yeah,
what's been going on
yeah,
lately.
yeah.
Sucks, man.
Yeah,
I hate to
it
hear
puts
it.
a damper on the NAB plans because I don't have like endless funds to like
Yeah.
go out and do things.
Yeah.
But I do have
You're just gonna
funds,
be
so
sitting
we're
at
gonna
the
do some
house.
things. What's that?
You're just gonna be sitting at the house. Well,
Oh yeah.
you can go on some of the studio tours with us, with my wife and I. You can go on some of the studio tours.
Thankfully, NAB is no charge, and then
Yeah.
there's a plenty of parties, and so we're just gonna rock the parties,
Yeah,
as
right on.
POD says.
Okay, so what day are you getting to NAB? What day are you going to Vegas?
Late Saturday.
Late Saturday.
Wait. Before we continue, what are some wins that you have this week?
Oh, I mean, I created a studio let.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like it.
Winning.
Wait,
Hashtag
wait.
winning.
Are we updated to 1080p in this one?
No, we're not updated
Oh
to
man.
1080p. We're still 720p.
Still
Yep.
720p. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. For the time being anyway, but I have more clients using live streaming services. So I would say probably soon we'll probably bump that up to a 1080p,
Nice.
if you know what I mean.
Nice. If you know what I mean.
We're gonna be
Actually,
like,
another small win.
yeah,
If you've joined the stream before, you may know that we got a studio that's above a
yeah,
bar. And I tested it out yesterday to see if I use the Shure, if it picks up all of like the like all the bass and everything.
some of the house music.
It does very well, especially with DaVinci Resolve's voice isolation. So
Yes. All right, that's definitely a win. So
that is a
you don't
win.
you don't have to just shoot in the morning now.
Dude.
You don't have to make your videos in the morning.
It's the most liberating thing I felt in the past like month.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually, so I had some like, people in the studio this week, and they've actually been replacing the carpet in the hallway right outside the door. They've been
What?
replacing the carpet, which don't get me wrong, it's
Just
nice to
right
have,
outside your door.
yeah, just like right out here.
That's
And
funny.
it's, don't get me wrong, it's night. Last week they were working on the roof. So they were pounding away on the roof. This week they have been doing new carpet in the hallway right outside. And don't get me wrong, it's great having new carpet in the building, right?
Right.
Looks great. The other stuff was pretty ratty, but this stuff looks great. But I was
Yeah.
like, dude, can I just get maybe a few days heads up that you're going to be in here pounding away in the hallway, just so that maybe I wouldn't schedule video shoots for that time frame. You know what I mean? So
Did you actually bring it up to them? Did they say anything?
no, they told me like the day of, they're like, we might have to prop your door open to, so that they could get like
That's even
inside the
worse.
door, like the threshold. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
what?
That's even
Dude,
worse.
can I please just get like just a few days advance notice? Like I'll try to reschedule some of the shoots so that they're not,
That's
during
crazy.
this time of replacing all the carpet. So
That's crazy.
here we are. I mean, but the thing is like the Shure mics, right? Like these SM7Bs. I mean, they weren't picking up anything. So it ended up being okay. I wasn't using any shotgun mics or lapel mics or anything. So these Shures definitely helped and picked it up. So
Dude, for this project, I felt like I leveled up my entire production quality. I ordered two more. Have you ever used Tascam DR10s?
no, I've never used those.
They're
Never
the
used
lav,
Tascam
they're
product.
like 32-bit float
Yeah.
lav mic packs.
Yep.
There's apparently supposed to be 3 sequential speakers at this event. And I
Okay.
was like, do we have time to mic them in between, or is it just happening bang, bang, bang? They're like, no, we need them all mic'd up. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
okay, let's go buy some more. So
Yeah.
I have 3 mic packs now. I might
Nice.
have to just pull the trigger and get a fourth, but
Yeah. Yeah. Make it an
I
even number.
I felt professional getting all those prepped today. So,
Yeah. Right on. Well,
yeah.
hey, remember, if you're watching right now, get into the chat, say hi, at least say hi.
Come on in. At
And then
least say
let us
hi.
know where you're watching from, because we both like seeing that. Right, Anson?
Let us, yes, I would love
Please let us
to
know. So jump in
see
the chat.
that.
Let us know where you're watching from. And then if you are going to NAB, if you are watching this and you are like a camera nerd like us, you might be going to NAB, one of the biggest shows with, I mean, professional, consumer, whatever, like everything at this show. You might be going to Vegas next week. So let us know what you might be looking forward to.
If you are, yeah, I mean, so okay, let's get into this. What's some of the things that you're looking forward to, and why you say that? Why you kind of look at some of the things you're looking forward to? I'm going to plug in my computer because I forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah.
What are some
Sweet.
things you got going on,
For NAB.
or
Um,
like what are some of your go-tos that you're ready to see?
oh, okay. So, well, I have a meeting set up with Black Magic, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to spend a lot of time at the Black Magic booth, which is usually a very big booth area. It's like huge because they have all of their, coloring tools set up. They've got all
Yeah.
their cameras set up and everything. We got some people coming in here.
We
David
got
from
some
LA.
people coming in. What's
Yeah.
up? What's
So
up?
Steve from Tampa.
What?
Welcome. Love it. Love it. I think a lot of these
Keep
are
it
coming
coming.
from your channel, Anson.
What's
And
up, guys?
people love your live streams, Anson.
Dude,
Love
I need to
from
live stream on my channel more.
Yeah, I
Like,
think this is a sign that you need to. So we have 3 channels connected. We have Unknown with Caleb and Anson, which is the main channel that we are streaming from, that we
mhm.
stream to on a regular basis. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you go subscribe to
We're
that.
averaging like every other week now, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
nice.
every other week. I mean, it's not like a weekly stream or anything.
Right, 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 right.
But we are up to 41 subscribers on that
Dude,
channel.
hell yeah.
Just FYI, I'm looking at it right now, and we actually have 2 watching on that channel right now. So most of them are
Yes.
coming, I think, from your channel, Anson, and then a few from my channel.
Well, you know probably why this is because I tend to stream from mine more, and I think you
Yeah,
stopped streaming on yours,
yeah,
and so
yeah. I don't stream on mine very often anymore, like at
yeah,
all. Basically,
it
I did.
it
I did
started to
do a lot of.
ding our analytics, and there was like, does it affect
Yeah,
it, and all this stuff. All right, I'm
yeah.
plugging this in.
There are some questions and stuff. Wesley from Malaysia, welcome to the stream. Ulrich, let's see what you got here. From Germany, late night. I bet it is a late night. Definitely not going to NAB, but interested in what's going on. Let us know if you have any questions about NAB that maybe we could answer while we're there if you're not going to be there. David, Chicago area, documentaries, church events, etc. Love it.
Hell yeah, or not
Asriel.
hell yeah. Sorry, church events.
Jeez, Anson.
I'm kidding. Sorry.
What's up, boys? Costa Mesa, California. Sounds warm.
I think, Asriel, are you? I think you're going to be at the house with us, aren't you? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty pumped on it.
Oh,
Meeting the dudes.
Azrael, are you going to be at the house? Question for you. Let us know. In the
I
chat.
maybe a different Asriel completely.
Yeah, could
My
be.
bad, guys.
Can you please link to the other channels and Anson's channel? So David must be on my channel.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll toss a link in there.
Do it up. Do it
Let
up.
me hold on. I gotta sort myself out here. Okay. I have not necessarily talked about a whole lot what I am looking forward to at NAB, Anson, other than Black Magic, the Black Magic
Right.
booth. So how about you
Right.
go? I'm gonna get those channels in this chat. How about you talk just a little bit about what you're looking forward to?
So a couple of things I'm looking forward to is one thing I love about NAB and what I really liked about NAB last time is the amount of just sets that are there as far as like people they're modeling there. You have different environments to shoot, and they're primarily there to film the gear that's there. But it's really cool to test. Like I'm bringing a lens that I'm supposed to review after NAB, and Azrael, yes. Um, and so I'm bringing a lens that I'm supposed to test and do a review after NAB, and I'm actually going to be filming with it, so that I can get some high quality like talent test subjects and all of that. And so I'm pretty pumped. As far as brands, I'm always looking forward to seeing brands like Sigma, although I don't think they're going to have a presence. I think they may be at the B&H, some presence at the B&H booth. I'm excited. I want to go see Blazar this time around, get connected with them, and talk to some of the brands I shoot for quite a bit. C-Ray, Seven Artisans has some new stuff coming out, and as well as maybe like TT Artists and stuff like that. I do want to stop by Nisi. Nisi has a new Cine lens that's coming out. They're like T14s. And so I'm super interested in that. So
Oh, T14s.
yeah.
I was bummed you were working NEC booth last year. Are you working any booths this year?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, painfully going on my own dime. So it will be interesting.
NEC sent me a hat.
I have a hat. We should wear hats.
No, I'm not going to wear it, Anson. I'm not going to. I mean, it's a great
It's
hat, but
not it's not that comfortable of a
I'm
hat.
not. Yeah, it's a little boxy. I mean,
It's a
great
little
lenses,
boxy.
not great hats. You know,
Yeah, great
they're,
lenses, not great hats. That's
they're not
that's their
known for their
slogan.
hats. Yeah.
So
Is it? I was wondering.
no, yeah, great lenses, not great hats is their unofficial slogan. So
Wait,
what are you looking forward to at the Black Magic booth?
well,
Are you trying to get your hands on a Pixis?
actually, I mean that. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean that'd be awesome. But I'm also very interested in the just the studio cameras they have. So they
Fair.
have like some actual studio cams. They're MFT mount studio cams, but I was thinking I
Yeah.
could put some of those Sigmas on there at the 1.4 f1.4, like the Sigma 16 mil, Sigma
Oh yeah.
30 mil. So it'd be
Yeah.
like I'm running in the studio. I'm running 3 cameras, right? Like obviously not for this, but I'm running 3 cameras, 1 wide angle, and then 2, from the sides for the different close-up angles. And
Nice.
so what I was thinking about doing is putting the cameras on the desk on arms that kind of like swing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think a 30 mil, which would be a 60 mil equivalent, right?
Right.
I think that would be good. But I am interested in those studio cameras. And yes, a Pixis. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to do that.
That's one thing I'm sad about is not keeping the Pixis. So
Hmm.
maybe I'll beg for mercy and be like, can I still review it? Can you guys just like let me borrow it?
Yeah, let me borrow it for a little bit, please.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
had to get my BF, man. Like
Yeah.
priorities.
I've
Priorities.
liked when I was there 2 years ago, I really liked the Lens booth. I don't know if you
Yes.
visited them. I love
That
those.
would be a good one. That
Yeah,
would
the
be a good one.
Lens. Um, I would love to get my hands. I know Dustin has those lenses, or at least he did have those lenses, but they've got a
I
lot of
think he
character
still
to
does.
them. Yeah, they've got a
Hmm.
lot of character to them. They're kind of like, they're a great cinema lens that have kind of like a vintage feel to it, right?
Yeah.
Like the image has a little bit of a vintage feel. And you're used to kind of like the Shure lenses, like those are really popular right now, but those are like a
Right.
very modern style cinema lens. Like it's
Oh
very
yeah.
very
Oh yeah.
clean image in it. And so just having a little bit of like character in the lenses, dual lens definitely has those.
Dude, it's weird. I've gotten to the point where like I used to really fall into that like not really fall into, but like really be on board about the whole like, character. Let's have a lens that has character. Dude, I don't know what it is. Like lately I've been taking off filtration. I've been like getting it as clean as I can and it bugs me that I'm at that point in my life, but like
Was that
I like a clean image. Like
was that
I
because
don't
you
know.
were like playing with that BF, that Sigma BF?
No, it came about because I got that tuner, which I'm gonna
Mm,
probably end up selling. And it was just like this is really cool and it like makes character, like it
yeah.
makes the Sigma Cines have like an interesting character to it. But I'm like, it's just not as good as like the native image coming from those lenses. And
Yeah.
so it just like it kind of got to where I was and then with the Sigma FP versus like my Lumix cameras for certain projects, I just like I really liked that digital look coming from the Lumix cameras. And like
Mhm.
it's weird to say that like you want that digital look,
Yeah.
but like for certain projects, like it looks good,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Like I will say right now with the work that I'm doing is like
Yeah.
I'm running a clean image basically all the time
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like it's super clean. I want it to be bright because people like their podcast bright, their studio
Yep.
shot bright now. So
Yep.
like I'm running super clean shots and I'm running 30p. I hate to admit it, but I'm
Oh
running
no.
30p because so many
Cardinal
people are
sin.
yeah, I know. Seriously, I'm gonna cry right now. But the like it's just better for social media, and that's where
Yeah.
everybody's putting this stuff. So I'm running 30p, running a super clean image, and um, you might want to answer this. Do you have a good answer for this one from Steve?
Yeah, any good value priced L mount cine lens is coming out anytime soon. The C-Ray VP1s or Vision Prime 1s are coming out soon, if not out already.
And Sire just joined the L Mount Alliance. Let's give it up for the L Mount Alliance. Sire, welcome to the L Mount Alliance.
Welcome to the game, man.
Oh man.
No, I would say yeah, check those out. They're a little bit pricier than something like the trying to think ones that have like complete sets. Um Ironically enough, Seven Artisans have I think they're the Vision, they're the Spectrum cine lenses. They haven't fledged out the entire set. I think it's still just a 35, 50, and 85, but they're fairly decent. They also have their Hope primes, but those are Super 35. So check out the Seven Artisan Spectrum. That's probably your best bet on like quality versus price. And that lens cap had jelly on it, I think. Ew.
Gross.
It was sitting in my kitchen. It was weird. All right. So yeah, I would check out the Spectrums.
Okay. All right. Wesley. Here we go. Are we expected to see more announcements of full frame autofocus anamorphic lenses at NAB?
Ooh. I think if they're gonna do it, it would be Blazar. I don't know if it would be C-Ray. They just dropped their 20 millimeter.
Yeah, they just dropped the 20 mil. Those are the only two they have, right?
They have the 40 and 20.
Yep.
And I just found out the other day that the 40 is on L mount.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Which is it wasn't at launch, otherwise I would have asked for it. Because I got Sony somehow.
You got a Sony? Did you have to adapt it, or what'd you?
No, I had to borrow someone's Sony A6400. Like old camera. I don't know anybody that shoots Sony in this area, so
that's amazing.
It was like, hey, can I get your A6400, please?
Yes. I do have a MFT 40 mil anamorphic video coming out sometime after NAB. So
yeah, I was trying to get a couple things out this week, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah,
it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, that should be. I have some of the B-roll shot. I just don't have like talking head shot and everything yet. That's my biggest struggle right now is trying to get the talking heads, like
because you're so doing everybody else's.
Yeah, and I haven't like. I haven't put like some of the notes together and scripts together and all that stuff. So, yeah.
See, right now it's product shots for me. It's like I try to be really high quality with my product shots.
Yep.
And I'm like today I was just like I'm too tired. Like I'm too tired.
Yep.
I got too much going on, and honestly, just getting ready for this project, almost missing this stream. Like,
yeah, it was a couple minutes left before you jumped on.
I think I was like 5 minutes till or something like that. I didn't have my autofocus on. My camera was being weird. It was something.
I was like, might just be me tonight, folks.
But I will say, talking about budget cine lenses, one thing that I'm going to be filming coming up, if I can get some good skin tone shots, is the VP1s versus my Sigma Cine Primes. So you can kind of see on a battle of the clean cinema lenses.
Yeah.
How do the budget ones look? Again, the C-Rays aren't super cheap, but for lenses that can go between multiple mirrorless mounts, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. David comes in hot here. Any chance that Voigtlander will join L mount? Oh, could you imagine? I have 4 lenses for Micro Four Thirds that I purchased originally for video, but now I use for stills.
Voigtlander. That's a lens company I haven't thought about.
Yeah.
Yes. Erica.
we have to before we get to Voigtlander, we have to bring this in. We have to talk about your mic, Anson,
Dude,
because so this is my wife noticing that Anson's mic is in another new position. Always surprised.
It's currently trying to fall off my desk. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
Okay, so it's always in a new spot, and it's not making all of those crazy noises that it normally makes. Can you please tell us the story of the Shure SM7B in your?
So the saga of the Shure SM7B. Okay, so let's run this back from the beginning, right? So first things first, I saw on eBay that they were selling Shure SM7Bs for $125. Should have been the immediate red alarm.
Oh my gosh.
Should have been the immediate red alarm. So
a great deal.
That's a killer deal, dude. So realized should have realized before I even pressed purchase, but that one was a fake. So I sent that one back. Funny enough, the guy didn't accept the return, so it just came back to me. So I took it apart. It's sitting in like a garbage can somewhere.
Nice.
And then I went to Guitar Center before like our third or fourth episode.
Yep.
And like I was like, you know what? Yeah. So I was, you could hear all the things like, oh yeah, same situation. Trying to handle the mic, you could hear all the noise and everything. And after like 2 or 3 weeks, I realized I was like, something's off with this Shure. And I took it apart, did the fake check, and we can talk about that at some other time. Yeah. But it was in fact a fake. So do your due diligence. Now, given it was used from Guitar Center, so somebody took it in and just didn't think to check for like if it was a fake, and I bought that one. So, but here we are. Now I have a real SM7B.
And we can tell.
And yeah, yes, you can tell. You can tell. So I'm here for it.
Okay. Also, she was wondering about a weather report.
Pollen, 100% pollen.
Oh, you suffer from that?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty caked on right now. Like everywhere you go, like I'm flying my drone tomorrow, and I fully expect I'm gonna land that thing and it's gonna be just yellow, like it's gonna be gross, and it's just dude, it's bad this year. Like I'm convinced. Have you ever seen The Happening from M. Night Shyamalan?
Happening. I think I have. Yeah.
That's the one where like Mother Nature like goes against everyone. Like that. Like Mother Nature is the antagonist.
Right now in North Carolina.
Yeah, so I'm convinced that movie's about pollen.
Interesting.
Like,
okay,
it's their take on pollen. Like,
all right,
it slowly kills us all. So
interesting.
Anyways, how's weather where you are?
Oh yeah, we've had some rain, snow, cold, wind.
It's
to March and April
still.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, it's like rather than like 3 degrees, it's 35, something like that. I mean, let me see what it is here. This is great TV. Yeah, 35.
As real. I am in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle area of North Carolina. So
34. See, I can't.
It's also way overexposed.
I know. I'm trying to like.
Bless.
There it is, right there, 34. You see that?
Nope, sure can't.
Oh, well. Anyway, that was.
But yes, 34. That's nice. What is it right now for us? It's 667.
Okay, we're losing viewers, Anson. Talking about the weather here. We got to get back to Voigtlander.
NAB.
All right, David, Voigtlander.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to see any L mount Voigtlanders at NAB.
That's a brand I haven't thought about in a long time. Back in my Micro Four Thirds days.
I know that they were like, man, some of those shots with those Voigtlanders. Like, I wanted to get that 25 mil so bad, but I ended up spending money on the Mitacon 25 mil. It's just like I bought it from a buddy, and it's just like this big, basically, for the GH5. Yep. Oh man, that's a beautiful lens too. But it's
taking the GH5 to NAB, right?
yeah, GH4 and GH5, yeah. I'm gonna test the autofocus, and I'm
And
gonna
the
run.
rolling shutter.
I'm gonna
And the
test
rolling
rolling
shutter.
shutter and autofocus at NAB with the GH5. How about that?
What did we say last time that we were going to do to check rolling shutter? It was literally we were going to just roll on the ground or something.
No, this is what I want to do for our rolling shutter test. And this is going to be a
Mhm.
short. This isn't going to be a full video, okay?
No. We're spending 20 minutes doing this.
Yeah, we're just going to put the camera on. I mean, I'm telling you right now what is going to happen. We're just going to put a camera on a tripod. Hopefully one of us has a tripod. I don't know. We'll put it on a tripod or on a
I won't have a
chair or
tripod.
something. Whatever. Maybe somebody will hold it. And for the test is we're just gonna roll across the screen. That's all it is.
Yep. That's our rolling shutter test.
Like middle-aged fat guys rolling across the screen. That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be our rolling shutter test. Hey, Ranger 7 Studios will be there.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you say what's up.
We need to, if you see either of us, most likely we will be hanging out a lot together.
Probably.
But if you see either one of us, come up and say, hey, please don't be shy. Yeah.
Okay.
That was like the best feeling last time I went. I had literally one person come up and be like, I love your content. I'm like, dude, you just made my week. Like this is worth me coming out to Vegas. That's awesome. That you recognize me.
I was trying to get like a group of people from town here to go as well. I just don't think it's working out for people, you know? I just don't think it is. So that would have been fun as well, but
how many content creators do you have out there?
There's not a lot.
Okay.
Not a whole lot.
Because let's be real, NAB is like, it's NAB, but it's like the spot that content creators come and hang out. Like it's the unofficial content creator summit. Like other than maybe what YouTube Summit used to be, which I don't even know if still exists.
There was a YouTube Summit?
Yeah. There was like, it was like back in Pete McKinnon days and all that, where they would have a YouTube Summit and people would go.
Intimidating.
It does. I had a dream like 2 weeks ago that
tell us more.
We rented a house. I don't even know if you were there, but I rented a house and Peter and Maddie were there.
Nice.
And like, it was just like, I just like, was like, hi guys, nice to meet you.
Oh geez.
Caleb is absolutely coming to the house.
Yeah, I'll be coming to the house.
Yeah.
My wife and I will probably swing over. I mean, we're not staying at the house.
You don't think you are?
I'm pretty sure we're not.
We'll just like trick you into like just
I'm like 115% sure we're not.
Well, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is like there's tons of parties. So like
yes.
If I can't remember if Saturday night or Sunday night is the unofficial like creator In-N-Out burger meetup. Like I went to that last year. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to meet some other YouTubers.
Yeah, I was there 2 years ago. It was a little bit smaller back then.
Yeah, it was a little bit bigger last time, but that's probably one that I'll go to. And then of course the B&H party. We've got to go to the B&H party. So.
Yeah, I'll be going to the B&H party.
Heck yeah.
Steve was putting videos on YouTube in 2006.
Dude.
That was YouTube before YouTube was YouTube.
That was when YouTube was its own thing in a special place. Like, RIP. Like RIP 06 YouTube.
I really wish I would have been putting videos on YouTube in 2006. Not gonna lie.
1 to 10. What is your hair? You want to pull this one up?
Yep. Let me find it here. Okay, there we go.
1 to 10. What is your disappointment with Sigma releasing the BF that no one wants? Ow.
Oh, David. David.
It's hard. Being hands-on and pre-ordering it, like I'm actually really excited about it. Now, yes. Do I wish it was like an FP Mark II and did all the things the FP did and the autofocus that this has and all the things? Yes, I do wish that. I think I'm less disappointed, and I'll say like 8. I'm less disappointed because I'm actually really excited about it. So, but as far as like, sure, FP Mark II, that would have been great.
Hmm. Okay.
Having recently watched Adolescence TV series, the one camera, one take approach was definitely interesting with the DJI run in 4D. Any thoughts or comments? Have
I
you
have
seen
not
that?
seen that. No, I have not seen it at
I
all.
need to. I love one takes.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's a
I
great camera for that one take.
what's that?
That's a great camera for a one take.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Just go everywhere.
Yeah, just go everywhere.
No, one takes. I
Yeah.
nerd out about one takes. Oh wow. Dude, what is it like they just I wonder if it's delaying the chats cuz like a bunch of them come in at once.
Yeah, it might be. Well, they're coming in from 3 channels, Anson. So
Okay, well, there's that.
yeah.
Yes, I am talking about Dave's In and Out Party. I am indeed
there we
talking
go.
about that one.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't really have any comments on the Adolescence show. I haven't seen it or anything,
I haven't
but
seen it either.
I'm sure it's
I
great.
still haven't seen Severance, and I really need Severance. I need to start
Yeah, I
watching
want to
that.
watch that as well. Yep.
Now that I don't have to study for part 107, I may actually load up Severance.
Oh yeah, tell us about that part 107, Anson.
So apparently, if you're in North Carolina, as of December 1st, you don't need a Part 107 license to do commercial drone flying, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
I was gonna have to like aggressively study because we have a project coming up that I'm doing drone for.
Yep.
And they were asking for our Part 107 license. And I was like, we'll get it. All right. But then we saw that I had a buddy that was like he's flown drones in the area. I was talking to him about it. I feel like I'm all over the place with my wording. But I was talking to him about it. He's like, I think we don't need that anymore. And I'm like, okay. I looked it up. Turns out,
Wow.
North Carolina does not require permits for commercial use.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
So you can move to North Carolina to save like $300 every 2 years, but still.
Might be worth it. I don't know.
Most of the parties are invite. B&H, you can go by their booth and most likely get invites to the party.
Ask.
I can't say anything about Dave's because that's his deal, but actually, I don't even know if we're invited, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I don't know. And I don't think
I say all that.
I don't think Dave's going to be there this year either.
Is he not?
In another group chat, and I don't think I don't want to speak for everybody in that group chat, but what it sounds like, I don't think Dave's going to be there this year. So,
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it's usually sponsored by Amaran, so I wonder if
last year it was. That was the first year it was sponsored by anybody. So
yeah. So I wonder if
or it was just a meetup.
That's yeah.
Now,
so we'll see.
Now they've gone out and got sponsors.
Now they got sponsors. That being said, check out the B&H booth. Most likely they'll have the ability to get you in. Sigma is going to sell every BF they can put together. Dude, that's the crazy thing about the BF is like they can only make 7 to 9 a day. Because it takes like hours for them to machine the aluminum. So they can only make like under 10 a day. It's on their marketing.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like
I thought you had like some insider information or something.
No.
The factory.
It's not necessarily on their marketing. I think somebody did an interview and they were talking about it. So, but it's pretty widely known in that circle. Shots fired by David. Yeah, I think they will sell very well, very very well. I'm hoping.
Who's gonna buy them?
So I watched Petapixel? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Petapixel.
Petapixel for sure.
That's the name of our cat, Peta.
Is it?
But it's like
the bread?
Her name's Pepita, like a little pumpkin seed. That in Spanish that means little pumpkin seed. Oh. And we call her Peta for short. Pita though.
Yeah. That's fair.
She's old.
That being said, how old?
9 years.
Ooh, that's not bad for cats.
Well, I'm
Stop
just
having
saying,
cats.
like,
We have
she's
ours are
slowing
about the
down a
same
bit.
age. Ours are like 12,
You have
I
cats?
think.
Okay,
Yeah, we have 2 cats. 2
nice.
cats, 2 guinea pigs.
And the cats don't like mess with the
Oh,
guinea
they
pig?
don't. They stay downstairs, and the guinea pigs stay upstairs.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, that
Separation.
sounds like a massacre waiting to happen.
No, our cats are not very well house trained, and so they have to stay where the hardwood floor is.
Hmm.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Petapixel.
Back to the topic.
Back to the topic. If you're ever curious on what a actual episode of The Unknown with Caleb and Anson is, that last 30 seconds perfectly describes our
Yeah.
episodes.
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it is all over the place, but we're back on track right now. We're back on track.
We're back on track.
Yeah.
Okay. So people that are going to buy it, that was your question, Caleb.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be people that really like to use cameras as almost like an accessory. You know, if you're the type that is like, yeah, they'll put like a sling with like the BF on it. Like if you're that person that like carries around a film camera because it's a statement, and well, I mean, you like film cameras, you might take pictures on film cameras, but like the part that I was referencing with the interview is like one of the guys they were interviewing said that, you know, people in New York, for example, will carry on Leicas. They don't even shoot with them. They just carry them around just as accessories, which is completely crazy to me. But that, if that market exists of cameras being accessories and kind of like that item that just kind of is a statement, I think that's absolutely market. And then people that just are into gear and tech and nerd out about those kind of things. Niche cameras are in right now.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing is like cameras are so similar right now.
Yeah.
That like these niche cameras are, people are attracted to them because they're not doing what everybody else is doing. And it's such the hipster kind of like thing to do of like, we're just going to do something different. And honestly, that's kind of, and I feel like the FP was that for Sigma 6 years ago, but it was the wrong time because at that time people wanted something that the Sony A7S III gives them, or the Lumix S5 2X or S1R Mark II gives them. And now we've gotten those things. It's kind of like, okay, well, every camera can do pretty much really cool things. What else is there? And that's where we get into these niche cameras. And I feel like if they put up the FP now, it would have skyrocketed.
Well, Steve would buy one for street photography.
Absolutely.
That sounds like you.
That would be my travel. It'd be my street and travel cam for sure.
Yep.
For sure. Carrying a Leica and not shooting with it. The guy on the podcast was just being super judgy. He was. So you know exactly what I was referencing. He was being a little bit judgy, but yes.
I don't know this. What is this?
So he was just saying that like he will look at people. It was the guest that Petapixel had on. It was, I don't know who it is.
All right, I got you.
But it was a photographer, and he was saying that like he'll see people in New York carrying around Leicas, and he's like, I guarantee you they've never shot or know how to shoot with the Leicas. And yes, I think that I think that's kind of judging the book by its cover for sure. But like cameras are cameras. Like whatever speaks to you. Like that's the thing is like every camera is so good right now that like you almost can just like,
you can't go wrong.
Just take a pick. Yeah, just take a pick. Just roll a dice. You know? I shoot Lumix because it has shutter angle. Like, that's almost the only reason. I hate changing my shutter speed. It's annoying.
That is annoying. Yes. We do love that about Lumix cameras.
I mean, like,
for a long time now. For a long time.
Since the GH5. Like, why is everybody just like what's funny is everybody's, you know, dogging on the BF. The BF shoots in shutter angle. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's insane. That being said, I do think Nikon is starting to do shutter angle. But come on, Sony. Like, you have a freaking cinema line in your mirrorless bodies.
I mean, they put a update on that.
But it was like 3 years after the FX3 had come out.
I know.
Think about it. Like the creator was probably shot in shutter speed.
It probably was. That was before shutter angle. They made the creator movie. before shutter angle.
Either that or they made a beta firmware just
Yeah,
for
they
the
probably
creators
did.
so they can shoot in shutter
They
angle.
were
But
probably, I don't know, were they actually recording to the FX3 on that? Or were they
I'd imagine they'd
only
have. I
recording?
don't know. I mean, well, the
I'm not
whole
really
thing
sure.
was is that they had a small setup, and like
Yeah,
if you start doing external recording with that, then it destroys that small setup
yeah, it's true.
ideology. I mean, they could, yes, in theory, they could have been shooting to like Atomos and
Yeah, I remember when
stuff,
that
but
movie came out that it was a pretty big deal that they were using the FX3s for that movie.
and don't get me wrong, I love that fact because like how long have we been saying that like, these mirrorless cameras are as good as cinema cameras and like, and basically cinema cameras and everybody's like, no, you got to have a real cinema camera. And like these movies are making like that's the point that drives me nuts about gear talk is you just make art with whatever you want to make art with. Doesn't matter if it's a cinema camera. You and I differ on this because you want Lumix to make a cinema camera, and I
I
could
do.
I could go either way.
Yeah, I'm ready to get rid of the hybrid body. I never, I never,
Sure.
I never. I love Lumix cameras for like color, other settings, that type of thing. I never touched the photography settings on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I never touch them.
But let me
So,
ask you a question. Do you not ever use the EVF?
if it's like super bright out, I will pop it up to my eye every once in a while, but very rarely am I using the EVF.
See, I'm the exact opposite. It kills me that I'm rigging up my S1R Mark II for this project because honestly, most of it is client perception.
Yeah.
Right? I want to come up there with it's a first project with this client. They potentially want to do like multiple jobs throughout the year. And so I want to make a good first impression. So I'm rigging up the S1R Mark II. But if I'm honest, I'd do so much better with just like a shotgun mic and a strip, like no cage or anything, because I
Yeah.
love using the EVF.
Hmm.
So
And I probably should use it more because it makes sense to use it if you have it. But
it's a better screen too.
yeah, it is a better screen, but I'm not like holding it up to my eye to
Yeah.
like shoot video. You know what I mean? So
Especially if you have, I mean, that was my thing. Like you have a battery on the back, you're not doing anything.
yeah, I do use monitors quite a bit if I'm like on set somewhere.
Mhm.
I'll use monitors quite a bit. But here, I mean, we're monitoring everything like on a big screen, like
Yeah.
what I'm looking at right now. So
Yeah.
like in the studio, we're monitoring everything right here. And we're not actually recording. We're recording with a switcher, like a A10 mini switcher. So I'm not even really recording to the cameras anyway. Hey, we got some chat coming up here.
Let's do it. Yes,
Uh,
and I hate to dominate the chat, but there's no bad camera anymore. Pick one that stirs the soul.
Hmm.
My
it up.
VidCam is the FX3. Stills is the XT50. Decent camera, very good camera. Two very different theories. 1000%.
Yeah.
1000%.
All right. Zachary.
You
Thanks
wanna
for
read that
jumping
one?
in the chat, Zachary. I either want a Lumix box camera with 32-bit float and a stacked sensor for better RS, which stands for our favorite.
Walling Shutter.
Is that the new theme song?
Yes. That should be our new theme song
Yes.
for the podcast.
Wait.
Rolling Shutter.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Are you doing that in 4/4? I'm not sure. Or is that 6/8? I'm not totally sure. For better rolling shutter or in R5. Wait, what? That
or
that's
an
basically-
R5.
Yeah, a Canon, right?
Okay, that's what we're asking.
Those new
Okay.
Canons that came out.
Yeah, the V's. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically just the R5C with a full HDMI and C-Log 2. Okay.
Decent.
I mean,
I think
Lumix
Caleb
box
wants a box camera from Lumix.
Yeah, I don't know if I want a box camera. Like box cameras are like this big.
You
I
don't
don't
like the B series?
No, I never used the B series, and I really wasn't that interested in it.
Oh, I wanted them so bad.
But it does make sense now for what I'm doing.
Oh, yes.
Now. However, because I'm running it through an A10 mini, the ISO switcher, like
Yeah.
I would probably go with more of like a Black Magic camera just because of how they interact together.
I mean, they do have their own little box cameras. They have like the cube cameras.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Here, let's pull up the Wesley's comment, and then we'll
No,
get
I
to
don't want
Ezreal's.
to,
Because,
Anson.
oh my god, dude,
Yeah.
what are you? What are you? What are you, the villain of the stream now?
No, I just thought I'd lash out. Okay, the red Komodo 6K has a huge price drop recently. That's right. Are we anticipating a Z mount version soon? Maybe at NAB?
You don't have a $2,000 price drop, and something's not happening.
Yeah,
Like
something. I feel it.
either it's either it's just naturally like going to be cheaper because it's end of, not necessarily end of life cycle, but very old at this point. But you don't have like that much of a like it's cheaper than an FX3 right now to get a Komodo, like, which is insane.
That is insane.
But I mean, maybe Z mount, maybe, but that'd be kind of cool if it is. And I think they're just trying to get rid of backstock. That's all that tells me, is they're trying to get rid of backstock. So
get rid of backstock, says Anson.
definitely have a huge, large map box on camera, and then shoot indoors just for client perception. If I could put a map box on this camera for tomorrow's shoot, I would, but I don't have any map boxes that fit my autofocus lenses. I have a Tilta like full map box, and I'm like, I don't want to screw that onto the front of my little autofocus lenses and stress the front of those lenses out. So
okay, so I have like 4 or 5 map boxes, and
you have a problem.
There's only one that I use sometimes. Sometimes I use it.
Which one is that one?
Freewell.
Okay, you like the Freewell.
Yeah, Freewell.
I used to use the small rig one.
Yeah, the other ones are small rig, which they're good. I like, especially like it with the ones with the built-in B&D.
Yeah.
But the Freewell is like really nice. I love that map box.
Yeah.
Really good.
I liked the small rig because I could put on my screw-on filters.
Yeah, that was nice. Yep.
And I can do that one, but that one broke on me, and so like I never bought it again because I wasn't trying to do all that.
Yeah, I don't normally use them, but yeah.
Look at Kofi over here.
Oh wait, does he think it's April Fool's Day? No, it's April.
How dare you, Kofi?
Kofi,
how dare you?
Kofi
would know. We should all just say Kofi knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Kofi knows. Something. We should report him to Sony.
More.
You broke your embargo, sir.
Oh. You saw it here first on this live stream.
He broke his embargo.
Right here in 720p. All right, Zach. Can we call you Zach? Zachary? Can we call you Zach? The Komodo price drop and now the FX30, FX3 price drops have me thinking we might get a new FX3 sensor.
I didn't realize the FX3 and FX30 price dropped.
I did not either.
Kofi's embargo breach definitely could be true.
Yeah, might be onto something, Kofi.
If we see Kofi with like a little taped up box camera, we know what it is. We know what it is.
We'll be watching for that.
I'll have a taped up lens, but nowhere on the level of Sony.
I'm going to bring tweezers to rip that tape off.
You should. You should.
All right. Roving Cyclops video walks. Get a little baby small rig map box. We're back to map boxes now. The carbon fiber flag impresses the person who cuts the checks.
Yes.
Yes, we love those checks.
Yes. I made the executive decision that I was going to put aside the map box for this shoot. I was like, it's a big enough rig where I'm going to be rocking the Sigma 70-200, and so it's going to be a decent sized lens on a overly inflated body of the camera, so it should be good.
Nice.
I would have had my rig tour up on Friday, but I got too exhausted with shooting it, so that will be up after NAB.
You should just bring your whole rig to NAB. Just bring the whole thing.
Dude, I can carry one backpack onto this plane. All right. I'm not even doing a carry-on. I'm not even doing a carry-on.
I remember Dang You showed up with his like huge rig at It's in California. When we went to
Yes.
California.
When we went to
Like, dude,
California, no,
what?
it was
And he drove.
Caesar.
Well, yeah, he brought one too, and he
Yeah.
flew. But
I'm
like,
like, guys,
dang, you brought a whole rig, like huge rig. I'm like, this is
no,
massive.
no, that's gonna break your back by the time we get to wherever we were going and some of our challenges out there.
Zachary is back.
Matt Box, yes.
Yeah,
I had
Matt
one
Box's arm, they
$450.
make it look real, like
We're just gonna let
Hollywood.
him read. We're gonna let him read. This is where we battle on who's gonna read.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was not tracking with what you were talking about. Okay, I'll read it. Fine.
Go for it.
Let's read it together, actually.
Okay, on 3.
A
A
map
map box can impress anyone.
anyone. I had one
on my $450
Canon
R50.
One. Now let's go. And
The guy acted like I pulled a Sony Venice. I can't.
LOL.
Let's never do that again.
Why did we just do that? It's like it's like those readings at church, where everybody's like reading together.
Oh my God. Have the scripture on the screen. You're like, and now we go. And it always like tells you how bad you are at reading, because you're just like,
yeah,
okay.
Totally. I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. Azrael, how do we feel about another Lumix camera coming at NAB? Ooh, I don't know. What just the S1R2. S1R2.
The last comment. I'm sorry. I feel like the S1R Mark II might be too soon for NAB. I mean, it literally just launched.
Yeah.
Or literally just started shipping this past weekend. So I feel like you might have writing on your hands if you launch it at NAB.
Yeah.
One can hope, though.
Yeah, you can always hope. I mean, I would love to see a cinema camera from Lumix at NAB just sitting there, just shining.
It's not going to happen.
Bright LED lights.
I'm going to tell Sean to bring what was their cinema camera? Like Evo 1. Tell him to bring an Evo 1.
I got a buddy that has one here. Bobby Peacock.
Bobby has one?
Yeah.
Does he like it?
Yeah, he does.
I almost bought one. You just got to PL mod them. Makes sense. Yeah.
Well, Ranger 7 is bringing his 1980 VHS camera. Let's go.
I'm debating on bringing this with my Sigma FP, and this is my
oh yeah,
my pocket disposable lens.
Nice. I've seen those. I've gotten served those, serving them up
on your marketing
on my feeds.
Yeah. So this may be what I rock on my FP, and then I'll use the other lens that I can't talk about on the S1R Mark II.
Nice.
So
we should do just bring Sony Handycams.
Dude, I was thinking I'm literally looking at a GoPro Hero 4 right now.
Here's the content we're gonna make at NAB, Anson.
Look at this thing.
Nice. Let's make old school skateboard videos.
Yes.
Just with Sony Handycams.
I'm down for it. We just gotta
or music videos.
With fisheye lenses.
Yes, fisheye lenses.
Yes.
All right, Zachary. Let's give a hand. Honored to be the first and only dual read comment. That was a moment right there.
That was special. That was special.
May never happen again.
Wait, I'll have it section. Oh, that's funny. We skipped a few comments.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
where?
Kofi had one.
Oh.
I have.
My bad, Kofi.
Dude, you're like, I saw your video about these suction cups. Is it I need to go watch these videos. I need to go watch this video. Yep, watching it. Put it on my next up. But please have it suction cup with all the all the tape. Yes.
2 or just 1?
Like that.
Hey, this is a family show, Anson.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Did I miss any?
All right.
Sometimes I just
Yeah, I know you skipped a few, but it's fine.
It's all good.
Caleb, what are you bringing for NAB?
Uh, gear wise,
Yeah. Other than
I
your
think
wife, your lovely wife that
yes,
we get to hang out with.
yes. I'm just bringing the.
You know you're leaving 2 days, right? You haven't figured this out yet.
Oh, yeah, that's coming in hot. I should probably figure this out. I'm just bringing the. I think I'm bringing the S1R2,
Okay.
and then Kofi.
Oh my God.
Nice, well
I love
played.
it. I love it. I love it.
S1R2 and probably just a 24 to 70. That's probably all I'm gonna bring.
Mm. My suitcase can't handle a 24 to 70. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'll be
it's
I'll be fine
all
as long as
dead
I don't
weight.
bring anything else. So
Yeah. I'm probably bringing like a 35 millimeter
just a 35.
and just a 35 in this.
Yeah, I was thinking about bringing the 16 to whatever. What is that one?
If yeah, you should bring that because if we make content, we can count on you to have the wide lens.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
bring that one.
Yep. Are you gonna pull this up?
Yeah, got
Do
it.
it.
Got it.
Sony could release a full frame handycam with all the magical floating lens stabilization on a built-in 18 to 70 2.8 lens and just win cameras in general. Yep, that's pretty much true.
That would be epic.
That's true.
Well, what is
That
this?
would
What's my wife saying here?
Kayla will figure out after he's.
Yeah, yeah. She knows me so well. Oh shoot, I should have brought that.
Oh man. Oh man. Dude, a full frame handycam would be excellent. Put a nice get that wide 18. I need it to be wider though. I need fisheye. Like, just
Fisheye.
fisheye attachment.
Here you go, fisheye attachment. What's
Oh,
this?
good question.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Lumix BGH1 or Panasonic Eva? Ooh.
Hmm.
That's hard. Both have been used on productions, so you got that. Both are Netflix approved, so you got that. I don't know. I honestly think Eva. So okay, I'd still say Eva. Here's why.
I
Because
haven't
you
used
can
either one, so
what?
I haven't used either one.
I mean, you have. You've used the
Well, yeah, I
BGH1.
guess. Yes, I guess.
So
If you put it that way, yeah.
I would say the BGH1 has some of the best image quality, cinematic image quality of modern Lumix cameras. We talked about this last time. I feel like that's when the image peaked for Lumix was the BGH1 and the GH5S. Whatever they did with that sensor looked really good.
Mm.
And uh, and I would say, but that being said, I still think that the Eva has a better image. And if you're using PL lenses, like just put a PL mount on the Eva, like wooden camera makes one. Call it a day. I think if I ever buy a cinema camera, I might have to go with a native PL just because I love that
Yeah.
security.
Yeah. Yeah, PLI feels like the way to go.
Yeah. I'm bringing a DJ Osmo Pocket 3 and an iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Nice.
And that's it. I'm getting
Better be a
too old to
terabyte of
carry.
storage.
Better be a terabyte of storage. Dude, I just upgraded my phone to a 16. I'm pretty
No
pumped.
way.
I did. I had a
Congrats,
13 mini.
13 mini. I'm on the 14 Pro, not a Max. 14
Yeah.
Pro.
No.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
the rest of my family all got new camera or new phones, but not me.
I hate paying for phones.
Yeah, before we went to Spain last fall, they all got one. So
Yeah. Yeah, AT&T had this like trade in your phone and you basically get the 16 for free. And I was like,
nice.
bet. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Bet, as the kids say.
Bet as the kids. S1H.
Yeah, bringing a bigger rig than I am.
Hell yeah. I mean, Hopefully you'll be in focus, but it's cool.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I love the
God.
S1H. Someone asked me the other day in my comments, they're like, "Would you still recommend the S1H in 2025?" And I was like, without hesitation,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
EVA. I'd go EVA 1 due to color science.
EVA. Did I say EVA?
You did.
I don't know. I just read it out loud. Am I blushing?
Oh, Kofi, what are you, a tryhard? FX6? What? Come on, man.
He means business.
Dude, what are you, like a content creator? Jeez. I was old. You are considerably younger, I think, though. Aren't you 20?
Content
20s,
creator,
early 30s?
Unlocked version is what he is.
Yes.
Unlocked.
I feel like yes. But I'm impressed. Yeah. I am going to pack very light. DJI. What DJI cam will drop. It'd be nice if he gave us updated OG Osmo with RAW. That'd be pretty dope.
Oh, that would be.
That'd be pretty dope. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think I saw one for like 2,500 recently.
Nice.
Maybe even less than that. I think I saw some under 2,000.
I forgot. Do they have the input, like audio inputs on there?
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Caleb's gonna be considering.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh,
an EVA. Exactly.
I'm considering an EVA.
Yes. Yeah, dude. They have full size XLR. They have like I think they have internal NDs, everything. DJI has drones with Velociraptor legs and set up from a chicken cam.
Nice. All right. I wonder what they'd call that one.
DJI. What's the name of is it 4D? Yeah, 4D.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I don't even know. I got nothing. My brain's done after all this pre-production today.
A lot of dying keyboards out there. Kofi's 33, letting us know.
See? I got you. So enjoy them young years while you got them, because when you hit that 40, man, like you're not.
You're 40, right? You're 40.
Yeah.
41, 40.
No, don't age me. I'm 40. I'll be 41 this year.
Don't age you.
Don't age me. I've embraced 40. I'm not ready for 41. I'm just gonna keep saying that every year.
When's your birthday?
October.
Hey, mine's in October. What day is yours? Did we talk about this? We talked about this, didn't we?
So many times. We talked about this so many times. Erica, is this how y'all's conversations are? Does he not listen?
Oh man.
You're the 16th. I'm the 17th, right?
Yes. I do remember talking about this now. You're right. And yes, she will probably respond with, "This is how the conversations go."
This is how the conversations go. He's still thinking about what to pack in his bag and misses completely what I said.
Oh man.
Well, Kofi, we'll have to celebrate your birthday while we're in
Happy
Vegas.
Birthday, Kofi. Happy early birthday.
Hell yeah.
Azrael has mastered the art of manual focus over the last 5 years. Yes.
You sound like me in the FP, man. Like I've gotten rock solid on Sigma FP manual focus, like rock solid.
Now, does the S1H have the focus limiter? Like, what is that? What's that called? Shoot, on the tip of my tongue. It's like you can set the distance basically of how far you turn the ring of your lens. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, linear focus.
Yes, linear focus.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know if that's.
I sold it after like 6 months of using it, and I feel bad every time I think about that.
Well, Ranger 7 thinks we're young.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be 43 this year,
dude. The day before I turned 41. Look at us. Look at us.
That's right.
We are almost exactly 2 years apart.
I do remember that conversation, Anson. I do. After I said that, I now remember.
I mean, Caleb, this was back in California. Like, this was the first time we met in person.
Yeah, that's
We've
true.
hung out several times since this.
We have the same conversation every time about when your birthday is.
I mean, and that's coming from me, who's also like, dude, my best friend. I honestly have to remember. I have to like do like all these little tricks of the brain to remember when their birthdays are. So like,
Oh man. Okay, did we
oh
just become
man.
best friends?
That's honestly how California was for us. And
And my
even more
wife,
so
yeah,
Osaka.
oh yeah, yeah. And my wife chimes in, yes, 100% how the conversations go. I mean,
You know what? Erica,
I've-
first round of drinks are on me just for putting on Caleb every.
oh man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Linear focus. Yeah,
Yep.
focus limiter. It got it. Wait, okay.
Okay.
Actually, Azrael, did we say, were we saying focus limiter or
That's
linear
what I'm thinking.
focus?
I think there's a focus limiter on it.
There is a focus limiter. I'm pretty sure that's for like autofocus lenses that have. Okay, no, now
You
I
can
don't know.
set the distance of, so like on the GH6.
Yeah, you have like 360 degrees or
Yeah,
what have
you
you.
could like, because the autofocus was bad, you could like change the depth that it would focus, like the focus points or whatever.
So I think those are two different things. I think we're
Okay.
talking about two different things.
Okay.
So like
Well,
linear focus.
like that one you can do like 180 degrees. Linear focus is like you
Yes.
can change it to like 180 degrees or 90 degrees or whatever, so
Yes.
that it like changes like how far you have to turn the ring.
But so that's your linear focus. I think the
Yeah.
focus limiter is saying that you can only focus between distances.
Yeah. So there is a
So I
limit,
think those are
focus
two
limiter
different
though.
things.
Yeah, they're two
Maybe.
different things, but yeah, they're like you still have it.
Okay. Well, we haven't confirmed if there's linear focusing. We know that there's focus limiter.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I see what you're saying on the S1H specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically.
Specifically.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Hey,
talking about a camera that I owned for 6 months, like 2 years ago,
And
and a
I've never
camera I
used-
don't think you've owned.
I've never used it. I've never used the S1H. I probably should have at some point, but
Which is shocking to me. It's shocking that
Green.
Lumix Daddy has never used an S1H.
are we going there with the Lumix Daddy thing? I don't know if we should. I don't know.
You are 100% Lumix Daddy.
Hmm.
Like maybe Photo Joseph. Maybe.
Yeah, I would say Photo Joseph is Lumix Daddy.
Because he was talking about Lumix before probably all of us were.
Oh yeah, like hard,
Or
like
even
on
for
the
that
Lumix
matter, like
channel, like on the Lumix like official stuff.
I think on the DL, maybe Nigel Barros. Because he's been talking about
Yeah.
Lumix gear for
Yeah,
so long.
He's been around there for a long time with that GH3 and all that stuff.
Let us know in the chat who would you nominate as Lumix Daddy?
Who's the true Lumix Daddy?
I think we should take votes while we're in NAB.
Yeah, we should.
Okay,
Photo
so
Joseph
S1H
might be
has
walking around
linear
there.
focus.
Photo Joseph might be walking around there live streaming and stuff. So
Ooh.
we can, if he wins our little poll, we can officially like give him a high five or something.
I think I knew someone that filmed for him last year, 2 years ago. I don't know. Anyways,
Nice.
is what it is. Yes. So that being said, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Have we even really talked about NAB?
We've talked about like what we would like to see.
Yeah, that's true.
See, my brain doesn't think like that of like what we would like to see, like in the sense of like, what am I going there to see? I'm usually like getting there and just being reactionary.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I never thought Viltrox was going to put out like this giant Canon cinema lens, and that's what turned up last year when they were there. You know, like I want to go see the people. I want to go see the sets and film what they've got going on there. I honestly like. I'm trying to like rack my brain on like what gear I would even be interested in it right now. I do think Black Magic is laying down the groundwork for a potential something.
Yeah.
Because they're already putting out posts about the announcements, stuff like that. And then of course Kofi's already ruined the embargo for the FX3 Mark II.
FX3 Mark II.
Dude, if
FX3.
last year's any kind of tell, like Sony is going to have a massive booth.
Oh yeah.
And if they did drop a camera, I think there might be rioting. Like
That's
I
where all
think
the
there might be
real
rioting.
YouTubers will be hanging out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The
I'll be there
Sony
with my little
extravaganza
6-year-old
group.
FP and my disposable lens. They they gets me.
That'd be
Oh
awesome.
God, I dropped it.
Oh,
It's gone.
dude.
I don't know where it went.
Just make sure it doesn't roll under your chair wheel.
Because it will break because it's just 3D printed. Um, yeah. So yeah. That being said, yeah. If you guys are at NAB, come say hey. I mean, we really should set up like a day where we are like, hey, we're going. We like maybe look for some social media posts from us of like if you're even remotely interested in meeting us. I say that like anyone's interested in meeting us, but I like to think that we're fun. And so if you do pay attention to social media, I know for me, I'll probably use Instagram to talk about a lot of those things, like where I am, come hang out. And Caleb is yawning. What the?
Dude,
It's
do
later
you
here.
remember when my birthday
It's
is?
later.
Do you remember how old I am and when my birthday is?
That's fair.
Because
It's past Caleb's bedtime.
it's hitting, man.
It's hitting. It's hitting.
And normally I drink coffee in the afternoon. I didn't drink any coffee this afternoon.
Dude, my coffee schedule's been all messed up. It's spring break. It's been all messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I had lunch. Okay, actually I had lunch with some dudes today and I told them, I was going to Vegas and this I had a list of 5 things that I wanted to do while I was there. First of all, is like, visit vendor booths, right? Like possible, relationships with brands. Okay.
Yes. Same.
My meeting with Black Magic. I want to make sure, I'm ready for that. The other thing is, I don't remember what this one was. This one was, doing. At the time my list was really good, but this one is visiting those other studios in Vegas.
Yes, I remember you doing that.
Yes.
Yes, you're doing that.
Tuesday afternoon, I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one is my most exciting one is just hanging out with people.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm going. That's why I'm like, whatever is there. I'll be fine. I am very curious. Kofi is definitely ruining his embargo again. Sony to redo the FX line to rebrand as the F line for F your wallet. Okay. Well, I see what he did.
He still thinks it's April 1st.
I know.
It's April 1st in Kofi land.
What's going to happen is NAB is going to roll around and we're going to screen record this chat. And NAB is going to roll around. They're going to drop an FX3 Mark II.
Yeah.
With an F. It won't be an FX3. It'll be F3 Mark II, actually. That's a camera already. Well, F3 is technically already a Sony cinema camera. But they'll do something and it'll be the F line. And I'll go back to this chat and be like, look, this guy broke his embargo. Yeah. Can you please charge him like 10 grand, please?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would do that.
Something's got to give. Maybe
you don't let him nothing
into
but sweet
booth.
to us.
Yeah. Don't let him into your awesome booth. I don't know.
Honestly, some of my best B-roll from last year was going to the Sony booth and just shooting. I had Nisi Athenas and I was like, I need some footage. And they're staged like bartenders over there.
Nice.
So,
all right. Well, viewers are dropping like flies here, Anson. So
is it time?
I think it might be time. But
time.
It's been a fun episode. Thank you so much for everyone that jumped into the chat and contributed to the conversation. We do absolutely love that. And
100%.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining. And if you have not yet, I put the links in the chat, whatever channel you might be on. I think it was on the unknown channel, maybe I put it in. But anyway, make sure you go subscribe to that channel because every once in a while we'll do more of these live streams. And join us.
If you, that was a good outro. Yeah, I would say that. Like, if you like our random discussions, come join the community of Unknown with Caleb and Anson. And if you like Caleb or Anson, go join one of our channels.
Oh, hey, way to plug that, Anson.
Look at that. Look at that. All right.
All right. Well,
Caleb needs to go to bed. He's yawning.
yeah. So the next time, see you, Anson. It'll probably be in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. See you guys there. Come say hey.
All right.